Second take, week 9. We got none other than Mikey Medina in the building, the only GM to win it in their rookie year, and then go back to the dance again the next year. Incredible start to your tenure here at the Sandusky Boys League. How you doing?
Doing good. Wish I was back there again recently, but doing good.
I feel you. I haven't been to the dance since 2018.
And that was that year I knocked you out, right?
Yeah, and that's that. Yeah, you took me down your rookie year. Incredible. I was heated.
Oh, I know.
But no, man, it's nice to have you on. It's week 9. We're past the midway point here. We're heading towards that week 14 bye week. You're looking great so far with your record and where you're at in the standings.
I know. I knew I always think that I draft a good team, but I feel like this record like reflects it. But it's kind of tough how like everybody is like it's like all bunched up together. Like nobody's really separated yet. So I feel like these next 2 weeks is probably gonna be like make or break for some people.
I hear you. No, that's 100% sure. And we'll get into that. We'll show the overall rankings at some point in this episode, but let's jump into the trade that happened. There was another trade. All right, we're here with the trade. Big Mike acquires his guy, J.K. Dobbins and Jalen Tolbert, and he sends away free agency Cedric Tillman and Jonathon Brooks. First thoughts, Mikey.
I mean, just like you said right there, free agent ad right there, right away. Cedric Tillman for J.K. Dobbins. I mean, Jalen Tolbert, I'm not a fan of it. I've been trying to get Brooks from him from a while, but not trying to like throw people under the bus. But we all send some kind of low ball trades here and there. I know you mentioned the other like a week or two ago about me sending you Worthy for
Yeah,
Nico straight up. So
yeah.
we
No,
all do it.
no, I thought that was a respectable offer. I just like he's offering me Higgins, and I'm like, I'm so happy I waited with the news, of course. What you call it, done for the year, torn
Diggs.
ACL, Stephon Diggs.
Yeah. I
So
earlier in the year, like a few weeks ago, I was trying to offer Mike, I think like Laporta, Chuba. I forgot what I was trying. I remember it was like around Laporta, Worthy, and I forgot who else. I forgot what
yeah,
other running back. Or I think Mooney. I think it was Mooney, Worthy, and Laporta for Chuba. No, for Brooks and some other whiteout.
yeah, yeah, incredible. I
But
just think Mike got a little desperate at this point. You know, he started Pierre Strong last week.
yeah, he did.
Yeah. So he's like, I need to get somebody to start in that second running back spot immediately. And he doesn't want to wait on Brooks. But I mean, do you think Brooks is going to come in and just, I think he's going to need at least 3 weeks before he's takes all that from Chuba. I think Chuba's going to continue to work as the one.
I mean, that sounds good to me. Hopefully, because I still got Chuba on my team. So
Right.
as
I,
long as as long as they take as long as they want to get Brooks acclimated, that's fine by me. Give Chuba more work. I
I,
just I hate that it's Bryce Young under quarterback because he just sucks. At least with Andy Dalton, the offense was flowing and doing pretty decent, even though they were losing.
yeah.
But you know they were still trying. Like Bryce just can't do it.
Fantasy relevant. Yeah. No, I hear you. Bryce just looks miserable, man. He's just frowny face, like sour putts. Like I just I think I think he has the talent, like eventually, but maybe he needs a change. And it's sad to say this because it's only been 2 years, like change of scenery.
I think so too. I feel like it's not working out there in Carolina. Who knows what they're doing over there in Carolina? It's just
What
terrible out
what
there.
about that trade? They sent away what's his name? Deontay
Deontay Johnson.
Johnson. Yeah. For like a fifth, or was it like a sixth or something like that?
They what was that? I think they sent him and a six for like a fifth.
Yeah. Like that's horrible.
Yeah, like you really couldn't do any better than that.
Yeah, I mean it would be hard to be a Carolina fan. But back to this trade, I think Mike's gonna win this trade in the long run as long as I'm knocking on wood, J.K. Dobbins stays healthy.
I
I
think so too.
because that's the one dynamic where it's like if I'm Xavier, I'm trying to move off him because I know it's going to happen. This guy's never been healthy for a full season, so but maybe this is the year. But maybe Brooks for Xavier is a championship contender. You know, maybe he gets him in the playoffs and it helps him win a matchup. So
Nah, it ain't gonna happen. I'm
yeah.
hoping it doesn't happen. Unless he sends Brooks to me, then yeah, I hope it happens.
Oh man, I love it. Yeah, as a Chubb owner, I understand, but yeah, TBD on this one. But I'm happy to see more trades here. It's been kind of it's been like an average year for trades, nothing too crazy, you know?
No, nothing too crazy yet.
Yeah. Still got time though. Still I think it's February. Or is it no, it's November 24th, I believe don't quote me on that trade deadline, but I think it's in November. So it's coming up.
Would that be Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I think it's around remember it was around I think it was around Black Friday that
Black
week.
Friday?
I think
So
it
it'll be
was
like
that
the
week.
22nd.
Yeah, it might be. I'll confirm and get that out there. Obviously, on November 1st. And I'll let the league know because that is very important. I know I select the last date on the NFL app. You can do it. I always do
The
the
last
last
possible
date,
date.
the last possible date. If I had it my way, I would do it all the way till week 13, week 14. You know what I mean?
Ooh, that would have been nice.
But there's only so many. There's limitations, right, for the NFL app. But I'll reconfirm that and I'll put it on the group me for everybody. But yeah, let's get out of here and look at the power rankings. All right, we're back here for the power rankings, Mikey. You are holding it down at 4 and trending up. That's got to feel good, right?
Yeah, I mean, I started out 3-0, and then after that, I lost 2 straight, and then the last 3 weeks been 2-1. So I'm a little worried about this week. Not gonna lie.
Primo?
We'll get into that a little bit later. Yeah, I feel like he's got a pretty decent team right now, even though his record doesn't indicate it right now. But I think this week might be a challenging week for me. So
no, I hear you, and I am terrified of Josh Downs now that Andy Richards has been benched. I am terrified if I'm you. Like that's the player on this team where it's like he might put up 20. But anyways, we got to shout out Rob. Always awesome. Swiss Army knife comes in for us whenever we need a fill in, and he's out here leading the division. He was very active this week in the Waiver Wired segment too. I like where he's headed.
Yeah, Rob's got a pretty good team. He's right there, right in front of me. So
yeah,
hopefully he gets knocked down one of these weeks. I keep going up. We'll see. My goal is hopefully trying to win that division. I've never won it, so to be in contention for it right now feels good.
I'm telling you, and it's a free ride, baby. It's $200 in your pocket if you win it.
Exactly, and what was it? I think my first 4 years I didn't even have to pay for the league. I came first, second, third. Then I think I won the jersey or something.
Yeah, you did win the jersey 1 year, the Flacco year.
Yeah.
Shout that jersey out.
I probably would have won, I think, another year, but I think I voted for who was it?
Dave, I think.
Nate.
Oh, Nate. Oh, there's Jamarcus Russell. The signed Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah.
That says a lot about Nate.
I think you came up to me and told me because we were drunk at the end, and you were like, "Oh, you got to vote. I think you're in the contention to win, though. Just make sure you vote for somebody."
Yeah.
And I just didn't even think about it. I was like, "Fuck, I'm gonna vote for Nate." And I think he was the one who beat me.
You did the right thing. A lot of these guys would vote for themselves, and it's just like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
And that's it's sad because people still wear jerseys, which is great on draft day, but it's kind of a thing of the past where we pay people out because it's more of a favoritism thing that we saw over the years. I know Jesse Dow would always preach on that. He'd be so upset. He's like, I'm coming in here with, and then this guy's winning, and I was like, well, look at me. I dressed up as Ric Flair, and I had a Piani custom-made jersey, and I got 1 vote, man. I was like, this is ridiculous. But I was like, look, you got to know your crowd, right? Know the league.
Didn't Danny win it twice with that that crop top?
It's Todd Gurley, and then he cut it in half and he won it. That was the year he won it. I was so salty. But know the league, because I came in 1 year with a nice toner glove and a Simpson jersey, right? OJ, and I took it down. Nobody even challenged it. And we had some good jerseys over the years, but anyways, Mike trending down a little bit. His team not looking as good. Xavier kind of sticking where he's at 3. I think he's going to be a contender. It's kind of him and both you're right. Everybody's stuck together, but right now Mike's leading the division. Xavier's right there willing to take it. So it's interesting to see that this top 4 where we're jockeying. And then of course Danger Matt, who's kind of fallen off a little bit. He was leading the way this year, but he's been the most scored on. So there's a reason why he's trending down. Joe has just been solid this year, 6, 7, 8. I think that's where he's going to finish. His team's been putting up points. Mike Evans should be coming back for him at some point with that hamstring. And remember, he lost DK too.
He has DK also?
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
So he might need that red arrow next to him too.
Yeah, it's funny how you brought in Rob, and then he was the winning vote for taking out the IR spot.
Incredible! We had so Rob obviously didn't vote on the He didn't have a vote.
Yeah.
And out of nowhere, I was just it tied, and I was like, oh, because Jesse Dow did vote. He did put his votes in for this year, even though he's not here. And some people may be upset about that, but it came to 7-7, right?
Yeah.
And had Jesse not done a vote, he was gonna vote. He was gonna vote that way anyway. He's gonna vote no IR. So we were still about to draw. But I just thought it was so cool. And look, I'm gonna put it back up to a vote. It's not like it's never gonna happen again. I'll put the IR up next year. If people want to change it back, we can change it back. But there's just been a lot of. I think it's been fine this year with no IR, right?
Yeah, I don't mind it. I mean, I knock on some wood right now.
Yeah.
I haven't had any injuries yet like that. So, I mean, I've had in-game injuries. I feel like you put a little juju on me when you talk about my running backs those few weeks.
I know. I love your running backs, though, man.
I love them too, but I don't need you talking about them anymore.
Like, just let that go. Just like, hey, great outing for them. No,
you know who I did. You know who I think is like good juju? The champ.
Yeah. When he
when
speaks,
he comes on here and talks about me,
Yeah.
I feel like I'll get a W.
bro, he'll be shouting out players like nobodies, and they'll start doing good. I'm just like, man, champs. And Tony's been hitting on the gambling side too. We'll get into the Parlay Minute in a little bit, but anyways, I mean, I'm trending up. I've won my last 3, which is incredible. My team's getting healthy. I feel like once I get Nico back, I'm going to be looking real solid. Like Kareem, I mean, you are the Mikey Medina owner of the award. Do you think Kareem Hunt's leading the way this year for pickup of the year?
I mean, I gotta take a look at all the pickups. Like you're the one who knows all that. But I would say so. If you picked them up so far, right now he's doing pretty great. I think that he wasn't a draft. I mean, he was a draft pick. He wasn't a pickup of the year. But I did like Jordan Mason. I shouted that out to.
Oh yeah.
Dave in the beginning of the year. But looks like fucking Christian McCaffrey might be coming back soon. So
that's what they're saying.
We'll see how that works. I mean. They're always that San Francisco team is just all injured all the time.
All the time, man.
Devo, Ayuka's gone now, McCaffrey.
Kittle's been good this year.
He's been good. Sometimes he gets injured too, but he's been really good this year.
Yeah. And then as you see here, 8 through 10 looks great. Everybody's trending up. And then how about Piani? His super team is getting healthy, and if he gets McCaffrey back, like you were saying, watch out for Piani.
I wasn't saying watch out for Piani. I was saying watch out for McCaffrey maybe, but we'll see how Piani does. Yeah,
we'll see. And then Nate has just fallen as of late. His team has not been putting up points. Feel bad for him. And then of course, Downs drafted. I mean, his team has just been injured. I thought he had a great draft, but just all those injuries. He's been plagued. Year from hell for Downs. And then for Primo. He's not out of it, like you said. You're a little worried this week. I think he can get out of this bottom 4. It's just he needs to put some work in.
Yeah, like I said, I think these next 2 weeks are probably going to be make or break for people. Yeah. After that, we got 3 weeks left.
Absolutely. Well, all right, let's bounce out of here and jump into the recap. All right, we're back for the recap, Mikey. Let's start with my matchup. Well, like I said, I'm 3 wins in a row. I needed this one over Xavier. Xavier's a good team, man. Really good team. I do want to try to win my division. I'm only 2 games back. I'm in the same division as you, so I'm trying. It's a long shot. I'd have to pretty much win out. But what a matchup here, Caleb. We could talk about that Bears. I mean,
oh my God.
I mean, it was rough watching that game. And Mikey, let me just say that offense was horrendous, and
it was.
I feel bad for Xavier at quarterback. I mean, he's got Drake May, I guess, but.
Well, he had him for that week, but he just dropped him going into the waiver wire this week.
Wow.
But your team did go off. You had Shakir, you had Cook, 2 Buffalo Bills going off in the same game. You got Taylor. Taylor came back for you, right?
Taylor's back, baby.
Kareem Hunt.
I got a lot of looks at me when I took Taylor in the draft. Like, you're doing Taylor again? And I was like, I think he's one of the best running backs in the league.
I probably would have taken him if I felt like towards the back end, maybe.
Yeah.
But, Caleb just dropped the ball for him this week. I mean, his running backs are pretty solid, too. Cortland, I was surprised that he dropped to 17. I don't think Xavier's got any wide receivers, to be honest.
No.
Sutton, Bateman. What's he got? Leggett from.
Leggett. Leggett looks better now for Xavier. Leggett's going to do something now.
Hopefully, like I said, if Andy's over there, I think it might do a little bit better. But Tutu Atwell's not going to do anything anymore now that you got Puka and Cooper back.
Yep.
But yeah, your team had a pretty good week last week, and hopefully that was the only week for you.
Telling you, once I get Nico back, baby. How about Piani taking down Matt? Matt lost 3 straight, man.
Yeah, Matt's falling, right? He started off pretty hot.
Kamara, Pollard, Jackson, all these guys are going to play. I'm not worried about those cues for this week, but Matt's team is good. It's just, can he get it right at flex? You know? How about that Tajay Spears? Damn.
Yeah, he was up for the game. I remember that. Jalen Warren's been hurt for the beginning of the year, and he just hasn't been doing it like he was last year. I thought he would have been pretty decent this year. I mean, I like Zach Ertz as his tight end. I don't like Dontavian Wicks, to be honest. I thought he was like talked about in the beginning of the year to have like his breakout year, and I don't think he's had it.
He had that one game where he had a couple drops when he scored a couple touchdowns, but like you said, Green Bay, it's unpredictable, man.
Yeah. And then Drake London didn't have a good game this week, but I still like Drake London. He's wide receiver 5 for the year, so he'll be solid with London and Brown.
Well, that Calvin, he had a game.
But yeah, Piani, man, he does have some heavy hitters out there. Gibbs, Hill, Murray. I don't know about Chubb yet, but like you said, if McCaffrey comes back for him, he slides into that RB spot. And he's not that great at tight ends either. I know Likely had that great game 1 for him, but
I know. It's because, look, if one of those guys weren't there, right? If Andrews wasn't there or Likely wasn't there, the other one would flourish, like, beautifully. And they just brought in. That's where, we didn't even say that. That's where Deontay Johnson went. He went to Baltimore. So another mouth to feed in that offense. It's just, and Derrick Henry's going to run, so it's only so many opportunities in the air.
Derrick Henry, Lamar's going to run too, or if Lamar does throw, he'll throw touchdowns. So they're saying it's going to be really good fantasy-wise for Lamar.
I love Lamar. I
love Lamar too.
I got him in a couple leagues. I'm a big fan. Danny, 2-game skid here. He fell to the champ, who's on a 2-game winning streak. Champ's coming back. I mean, a lot of us said the champ's not going to repeat. We've been on these episodes talking about it, but putting up 132 points, I think you got to recognize. I did speak to the champ prior to Sunday, and he was questioning starting Allen over Wandell, and it looks like Wandell was the correct start, but it didn't matter.
He picked up Richardson to be begin the week last week, but he dropped him this week. Richardson, I can't believe it. Been a bust this year.
I just shocked, man. So I helped my uncle draft this year, and he has a 10-man ESPN. Richardson fell to like double-digit rounds in that league. I couldn't believe it. And we went early and took Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, we could have waited. And now I'm looking back like, what a great decision.
Really good. Is Hawkinson coming back soon?
Yeah, I think this week. I got him in the dynasty, so I feel good.
Damn. Yeah, because I'm looking at Danny's team. I don't see any questionables out, PUP, or nothing to him.
Well, Greg Zuerlein.
Why does he still have Godwin on his team? Godwin's done.
Dude, Danny's just a busy guy, huh? I think he's got stuff going on in his life, just a little busy. But I agree. I would drop him and Zuerlein this week and make some ads. I didn't see him in the Waiver Wired segment, so.
Freaking Danny.
I know. But shout out to the champ. This was an awesome matchup. Joe took an L to Dave, who Dave's kind of bouncing back. Dave's team just does this, man. They can put up a lot of points, but like we stated, lost Stephon Diggs to start, at the rest of the year. James Williams on a suspension.
That's tough.
He's gonna probably crack the double tight end strat.
That CeeDee Lamb game on Sunday night is I think what did it for Dave. Because if it wasn't for that 40 points right there, I don't think you probably would have beat Joe. But yeah, that was a really good matchup right there.
That's why you take CD though, early in the draft. I think he was 2 or 3, Dave.
Yeah. He was in front of me, and he did draft CD.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
I remember on the wraparound coming back, I took Devon, and he wanted him. I remember that. I think I remember sniping Dave a few times.
I love it. It feels so good to snipe, doesn't it? It just feels great. Ladd McConkey, though, what a game. 30 points. Big Mike, shout him out.
Oh, both up, right?
both up. I mean, incredible. And then on the bench,
crazy. I
like I
didn't
said,
think-
no DK. He's got Ladd and Palmer.
Yeah, I had Palmer, but I dropped him. I was high on Palmer to begin the year, but I didn't think that it would be the rookie right now taking off like that.
I know, and then Quentin Johnston's kind of just a nobody now.
Yeah. Who?
I know. Mike's like, that guy's a bum. He's a bust. He's a bust. Anyways,
You know who else is like getting into bust territory too? Jameson Williams right there.
I know. What about the suspension? Did you see he got in trouble again after that?
And then there was like a report about him being pulled over with guns
Yeah.
or whatever. Like, what are you doing with your life? Like,
I dropped him in my 10-man. I just dropped him. Yeah, dude, you're already like, this year would have been, once again, Mikey, I got to go back to these things with celebrities or these NFL players. Who's in their corner? Like, who's in the entourage? I'm in the Xavier chirping every day. Like, I don't know if like his dad's not there or his mom's not there or maybe there's an uncle or somebody, but somebody's got to be in his ear.
that's just crazy. I had him in one of my other leagues too, and I traded him for Chase Brown like 2-3 weeks ago.
Great decision by you.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, and like, dude, you know the Lions, easy team to play for. That's an awesome organization right now.
Exactly. Like, what's his face? What's the head coach's name again?
Dan Campbell, yeah.
Dan Campbell. Yeah, I like him as a head coach. Did you see like the report that came out like yesterday or the day before about Ben Johnson wanting to come to the Bears?
I did see that.
Oh my god, I saw
Could
that. I
you
was
imagine?
I mean, I like Flus as a defensive-minded coach. I think he's got that pretty good, even though they did fuck up with that Hail Mary. But
We should talk about the Hail Mary.
But I think that defense responds very well to Flus. But just the offense with Shane Waldron, awesome.
Dude, there's like Seattle was awful too. Like, I mean, he brought back the quarterback Geno Smith. I think Geno was going to flourish with whoever. That's where he was at in his career. But well, just real quick, the game. I called Nancy down, and I got the baby. We're all downstairs in the basement watching the game. I was like, "Come watch this dub. Watch this comeback." Or the Hail Mary play. Can we talk about the 15-yard out that was just given free? Because like I don't understand. Like, you have 3 timeouts. Why would we not? The clock is already stopped. Let's get set. Let's do something to stop that. Unbelievable. And then this guy as a head coach goes on. I heard him on the ESPN 1000.
Yeah,
that play didn't matter. The only last play matters. Bullshit.
Every play matters. You lost. That's why it mattered.
Right. I'm just, dude. Like, there's no discipline, right? He's not a head coach to me. Like you said, he's defensive coordinator. We said this last year. You get all this, what Poles has done to put a team around this coach, and you get all infatuated. You fall in love again. You're like, oh, we have it. Swift looks great. Da da da. But then you watch this offense, and then it's our offense has been stagnant all day. Let's hand it to a lineman on the one. Like, dude, there's so many issues with the game that I'm watching and screaming at the TV, and it's just like, I don't think
you don't have to do all these cute plays all the time. Just get the ball in the end zone.
The 2-point conversion was cool. I screamed Andy Reid when they did it, and then they shouted out on the broadcast. I was like, "That's the Andy Reid played for sure. That was cool." 2-point conversion, you do something like that. You need a trick play, but like, we're on the one, and I get it. He probably thought refrigerator Perry, da da da. But like, you're down. You've been ass all game offensively. Let's give it to Roshan.
Exactly, yeah, and he's the one who took it into the end zone on the second.
Man, I hate to just kill the episode with this, but it's tough being a Bears fan and watching this stuff, and it's like, I literally scream no. My wife's watching me, and I scare my son because I scream so loud and it scored, and I'm just like, and I'm down on my knees in the basement, and I'm like, why do I put myself through this? Because I live here, because I live in Chicago, and it's like, I can easily, but
yeah, you saw my Instagram on Sunday,
Yes.
right? Where I posted my guy.
yes,
He's like going all crazy, like pumping up the arms and whatever. Like, oh yeah, the bar is crazy. And then a few moments later, boom!
I was dying laughing at that because it's like that's the life of a Bears fan.
Yep.
Like, back to this though. Big Mike, like I said, he's flailing, right? He had to start Pierre Strong. I'm on Rosman kind of bad this year, no?
I've been trying to get him on from him, but he won't go.
He's holding. I heard he's available. You might want to try again. On the left side, though, Cade Otton.
Man, no, they got nobody to throw the ball out there anymore in Tampa until Mike Evans gets back. So the fact though, wide receiver one, tight end one over there.
I'm starting him in the dynasty the whole way. I'm so excited. And then Aaron Rodgers. He's fine at quarterback now.
Yeah, Chris Olave had a good game on the bench.
Yes, he did. Maybe he didn't trust it after injury.
But, I mean, it wouldn't matter to Rob. Rob would have won regardless. But Mike, what he had? He had Tillman and Andrews on the bench.
I'm not mad at Rob's starts. I agree. Like, I probably would have started Thomas, Wilson. I don't know what he's got a nice 3-pack of running backs with Tank Bigsby there. Tank Bigsby's
I would have started Tillman over Hopkins. And I say that because I started Winston over Daniels.
Wow. Amazing. And then, man, this is the season. This is it for Ryan. Like Downs, he's done. Right, it's over. We can write him off. 2-6, losing to Primo in the Ryan Bowl.
The Ryan Bowl.
Which let's real quick on the year. 0-2 this year in the Ryan Bowl. Ryan Downs.
Oh wow.
0-2 in the Ryan Bowl.
And he had the number 1 pick this year, right?
Yes, he did. Christian McCaffrey. He's had, and then Downs going to say, well, look, I had the year from hell. What do you want me to do? Figure that, huh? Downs gets 1, and he has the year from hell. It sucks, man. I'm sorry. His team put up points.
Yeah, put up 117. His bench has some points, too. He had Coleman on the bench. Debo. Damn. But it wouldn't matter. He didn't have an RB2.
You think Tank Dell would do a little bit more, but man, I like his team, right? Goff's been good, Montgomery's good, Kupp's good, JSN's fine. It's not great. Njoku's he's a tight end 1. Tank Dell. You would think this team would be better than 2-6, man.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to say he's like completely out, but he's got like the smallest of margins left.
I'm writing him off.
I'm writing him off.
It's week 9. I'm gonna start writing some people off. And then Primo, man, Kyron Williams is RB1 on the year, I believe, right? No, behind Derrick Henry, RB2.
Kyron Williams, he's RB5 right now overall.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Well, excuse me.
Yeah, like I was saying, I think Primo's got a pretty solid team. It's gonna be a tough matchup this week, so me and him.
You don't expect Travis Kelce to do that again, right?
Oh, I mean, who are they? They're playing Tampa. He might.
Not a good pass team. And then your matchup. Holy cow, 135.
Love it.
It's just nice having Tua back, isn't it? Oh my, what a difference the Dolphins are with Tua.
Did anybody watch that game? Like, does anybody know if Tua was wearing a Guardian cap? Because he needs to wear
Guardian cap. No Guardian cap, bro. Which is crazy to me. H-N has one on.
He does. H-N. H-N did have a concussion earlier in the year.
Yeah, he wears the Guardian cap. I'd wear the Guardian cap. It doesn't look that bad. It's noticeable, but it's not that bad.
He needs it. He needs a little something more than the Guardian cap. He needs like a bubble around him or something.
A big circle.
He makes a big difference to H-N. I mean,
huge.
The game that Tua was played, 20-something points each game.
I mean, 50 reception yards, that's what Tua does. He checks down. Tua is an NFL quarterback. Like, look, the contract they paid him, the only thing was, he's, all right, look, it's a little risky because of the injury concern, but, I like Tua.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you were a Jameis. Holy, I mean, damn.
I had because even with the Bears playing against Daniels, I thought it might have been a bad matchup. And if it wasn't for that Hail Mary pass, I mean,
it would not have been that good. I agree. But what about the ribs, right? You're concerned about the ribs.
Yeah, and I was concerned about the ribs even more. I didn't know if he was going to play. It was a 3:30 game. I didn't want to take the chance. I was like, you know what? I'll pick up Winston. I think he might be solid. And yeah, give me 22.
He technically outscored him, so that was the correct decision.
I picked up somebody dropped Mooney this year. I don't know who dropped him, but I picked him up. You dropped him?
Dropped him, buddy. Dropped him. Congratulations.
Wide receiver.
That might be that also is in the running, right? Mooney's been pretty good this year.
Wide receiver 13 of the year.
That hurts, man. And I'm starting Tyler Lockett right now. I could definitely use a Mooney. He wasn't that great for a couple weeks, and then he kind of turned it on.
Yeah,
I don't think Mooney's going to win you a league. I'm going to say that. I'll say it right here.
What'd you say?
I don't think Mooney's going to win you the league.
I mean, he could be my wide receiver 2 for right now. And I put McLaurin back in my wide receiver 1. McLaurin's wide receiver 8 of the year.
I think you're going to see a lot of these 6 and 9s and 8s, which I guess is fine.
Hey, as long as he's able to give me like 10 a game and then the occasional 15 or a 20 here, that'll be good.
No, I hear you. And then, for Nate's got awesome receivers, or he did, right?
Yeah. I mean, I was a little nervous after Jefferson went off on Thursday night. And then Jones dropped 11-2, but the projection still had us like about even. So I was like, okay, I still got a little chance. But then that Love injury.
That Love, man. Yeah, that's a point.
Yeah, I know how injuries feel like during the game. That sucks. Like, I had Daniels like 2 weeks ago. I had Achane like a couple weeks ago before that. I forgot who else. Ingram got hurt my second week.
Yeah.
Ooh, Ingram's been killing too.
No, he has. I mean, you're sitting there with that double tight end strat. I'm loving it.
Yeah, I think I'm rocking it back again this week too.
I don't blame you. Ingram's just like, well, now with the news, right?
No Christian Kirk.
No Kirk, man. Yeah, you like him for PPR. I love me some Evan Ingram.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's funny is my 10-man, I also have Laporta and Ingram on my team.
Ooh, okay, I see.
Oh, and I don't have the heart to start both, but anyways. What?
I said I'll start them all. In our dynasty, I think I'm starting like 3 or 4 tight ends. I forgot how many we got in our flex, but
I don't blame you. It's
I got
tight end
Bowers,
premium.
I got Bowers, Pitts, and Ertz, and I got Gesicki on the bench.
Oh my god, that's not bad at all.
No, I think that's why I won like last week or so, just all those points from tight ends.
1.5. If you got PPR tight ends that are gonna catch the ball like 6-7 times, you're gonna win. That's an asset in that league. Evan Ingram, like I was looking at him, but was he 31 for Dynasty? I was like, maybe this is 1 or 2 years.
Yeah.
But I love it, man. I love it. All right, let's get out of here and rip through these Waiver Wired segment. All right, Mikey, we're back here for Week 9's Waiver Wired segment where $44 were spent. That's a good number, I believe, for where we're at. A lot of the fab is kind of diminished. There's not that much left, but leading the way.
I was looking at that going into it last night. I was like, man, nobody has any more money left.
Yeah, we kind of all spent our fab, and there's some people who started with extra fab this year, which is, Mike blowing it all 120. I just got to keep bringing that up.
Yeah, that was crazy, that 120. What was it, third round when you had said there's 3 extra fab prizes.
Yep.
And I think there was one more available. I forget who took it. Matt, right? Or who was it?
And I ended up honoring that for you. I gave you.
No, you did. But I thought it was gonna be more, and when I found out it was like just an extra 5, I was like,
yeah,
damn, okay. I didn't have to.
You ended up taking a tight end, didn't you, to fulfill your thing?
Yeah, that's why I took Laporta in the 3rd round.
And Laporta's not had the greatest year, but he's scored a couple times, and I think he's gonna be great for you.
Because I was thinking about taking Lamar right there in the 3rd.
That would have been better. That probably would have been better.
But I mean, I can't complain. I got Daniels in like what was it, the 8th round or something, so pretty solid.
Daniels has been a revelation, but so Elijah Moore, $11 a Piani. It's fine. With Jameis, obviously there's more stock in the Cleveland receivers, of course, but
Piani still had money.
I know. Well, Piani juked, right? He juked Big Mike. He didn't even put anything on Carson Steele, so amazing by him. But how about Kirk Cousins, $9 to Rob? The Jets haven't had their bye week yet, so I think he's just trying to get more depth at quarterback, which I don't hate this at all.
That's a good one. I like that one.
Chase McLaughlin, also $4 kicker. Sure, I think this kicker's on bye this week. I get it. What about obviously no, what's the word I'm looking for? No relation. Jaleel McLaughlin, $6 a day. I'll take that ad too.
I don't know how the running backs are doing out there in Denver.
Well, it's weird. It's feast or famine for Javonte, right? Javante's had a couple big games. Jaleel gets the PPR work, right? There's no Samaje P. Ryan. He's over in Kansas City, so it's just a PPR back. Jaleel never going to be a 20-point guy. Jaleel's probably an 8 to 12 guy for you, right? And I think that's what Dave's going for. I like this pickup, Isaac Guerrero.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah,
just
$6.
If Mason keeps on getting hurt too.
I mean, you get one game out of him. I think for $6. Adam Troutman, Denver tight end, goes to Primo. I don't think his tight end's on bye this week. We'll have to double check that in the predictions. But another ad, $6 for tight end. I love it. That's fine. If you need depth, go get it. Washington out of Jacksonville.
I like that one for Nick.
With the Kirk news, this makes a lot of sense for $2. I think it's Parker Washington. Parker Washington. I added Bo Nix again. I dropped him for Dalvin before the was it Sunday night game, I think?
Sunday night, yeah.
Yeah, I dropped him. I was like, let's see if Dalvin does anything. Dalvin looked horrible. Horrible. Yeah. I hit him in Dynasty too.
They need a legit running back out there. They should trade for Khalil Herbert.
I mean, what would they have to offer? Fifth?
Probably not much. I don't know.
I think they'd get him for a fifth, and that's me being optimistic. But $2 for Nate, and then $0 for me, so not bad. And then just to round it out,
are you giving up on Mahomes?
No. I'm just.
You sure?
Mahomes put up 18 for me. I'm all right with that. I'm all right with the 18.
That's cute.
That's all I want out of Mahomes. And it's sad because I was like, man, I took Mahomes this year. I'm excited.
I really like this Dalton Schultz pickup by Tony.
Oh my god!
I was really considering of picking him up last night. I'm like, I want Dalton, but I didn't know who to drop. I was like,
you already have two great tight ends.
I would have taken another one right there. Trade one of them.
No, I agree. I think we all slept on this one. Like Dalton Schultz is gonna eat now. That
you get him for $0 too.
Yeah.
I like the Matthew Stafford pickup too for Xavier. That was a nice one, $0. A lot of all these are zeros to be honest. Justin
all
Herbert.
These are zero. Gabe Davis, sure. I mean, I like him over Parker either way. Somebody's gonna eat. Thielen for Mike.
Thielen, yeah. Thielen always gets hurt all the time too, so he'll probably be back in the IR in 2 weeks.
Yeah, he'll be back on the waivers. And then I like Herbert. That's Mike's guy. You should own him. Yeah, but all right. Let's jump out of here and jump in the Parlay Minute. All right, Mikey, we're back for the Parlay Minute. Not to throw you on the spot, but I threw all of your parlays up, which I loved them all, by the way. I threw them all up. Some good odds on these. These are lottos. If I were to call them anything, plus 23-16.
Yeah, that was my bigger lotto on this. So you got the 2 Thursday nights one right there, and then I got a money line for Sunday, including the Jets too.
Jets over the Texans. Starting right there with the money line. You're a little scared, but that's why this is worth some money. The Jets, it's a must-win game, right? Kitchen sink game.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. That's why I feel like they got to win.
And Texans haven't been that good this year. They really haven't.
They haven't. No, Jets are at home, I believe, right?
Yes, they are. And then Adams touchdown. It's going to happen at some point. Rodgers. Yep.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to happen. I feel like it has to happen. Why not this week? That's why I put him for 1 and Brees 1. That's the plus 10,000. Then I got a little greedy too. I'm like, I mean, what if he gets 2 touchdowns? I mean, I can see Rodgers doing that. Picking up with his old pal out there.
Easily. I like these. These in order for the Jets to win, they got to rush for 80 yards. Brees Hall has to have him, right?
Well, I put that one for rush and receiving combo.
Yeah. But she's going to.
Yeah, I feel like 80 should be solid. I think that Devontae 60 yards is doable.
Very much so.
Yeah.
And then I unfortunately last week I broke my streak of 2 weeks in a row of 12 o'clock predictions. Obviously, there were some upsets last week, incredible upsets.
That was a crazy week for NFL last week.
We're gonna get those right. If you predict the season, you can't pick all favorites. I felt bad. There's probably some pick'ems out there that lost.
I got to the bar at 3 o'clock to watch the Bears game, and I saw New England lost to New England beat the Jets on the last minute.
Yeah.
And then I'm looking over, I see Baltimore and Cleveland is still going on, and Baltimore's trying to drive, but then that ended on that last play. They won that. And then what was the other one? Well, you had Houston and Colts.
Yep.
Another nail biter.
Incredible.
I feel like there was one more too. I mean, obviously the Bears and freaking Commanders.
Commanders, yeah.
It's been a good week for the NFL.
Yeah, FanDuel or most of these DraftKings, whatever, they made a lot of money. I'm just gonna say that they made a lot of money. But
National Tight End Day. I didn't tell you guys this.
Yeah.
You know Ben, right, from basketball?
Yeah, I know Ben.
Yeah,
the 3 times, shout him out.
Yeah. So he sent us a parlay around 11 in the morning for National Tight End Day. Let me see if I can pull that up right quick. It was a 4-legger, anytime touchdowns.
Was Kelsey on
there? No, but
Kittle?
It was. What's up? Evan Ingram and David Njoku for the 12 o'clock game, right?
Yep.
And then Dalton Kincaid scored on the 3 o'clock game.
Yep.
And going into Sunday night, it was Kittle.
Yeah,
so
you got to take Kittle on National Tight End Day.
So he put that bet in our chat, and only me and him placed it. And at that point, when Dalton hit his touchdown, our cash out was $4.70 for $10. So
you took it?
We talked it out. I did a cash out, and he let his ride, and then we split the whole thing. Just to play it safe.
That's so smart, and it's like you both won. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So his bet won 1,005. I won 470. That's
10.
$20 between both of us, basically. Yeah. $20 for 2 G's, and we split it. That was a nice one.
We slept on that, huh? I slept on that. I didn't even look at tight ends that day, and I was like, oh, it is National Tight End Day. I was like, oh, I should have put some money on tight ends.
They went up crazy. Who had it? Dave. He had Pitts on his bench for 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he did. Yes, he did. Yeah, we gotta jump on that. But congratulations to you. That's amazing. But our last parlay here. So you're doubling down on the Jets. We were all in on the Jets here. The Cowboys over Atlanta, in Atlanta, which they're kitchens in game as well. They need this win. The Dolphins against Buffalo. These are yours picking kitchen sink teams, which I love this at Buffalo. Philadelphia Eagles at home against Jacksonville. That's a freebie. And then the Commanders in New York. I like
also
that as well. Freebie. And then the Ravens at home against Baltimore. Freebie. Yeah. So we have 3 locks here and 3 at the top that could go wrong, but that's where the money. That's why it's 2,963 there. 2,963 plus. That's fantastic.
$5 for 100, 10 for like 200. So
yeah, kind of worth it. Yeah, 10 to win 290 there.
Yeah,
I love it, man. Well, hey, that's what we need here on Parlay Minute. Some positivity, some wins. I had 2 weeks coming in where I was like, I'm up, and now clearly you're up, so that's fantastic.
Yeah, I just need to keep on going up and up, hopefully.
Yeah. Then it's more of like it's my part-time job, and that's fantastic.
Yeah, exactly. Like right now, I'm trying to bet on basketball, but
dude, I can't win.
Yeah,
I can't win. Baseball, I cannot win at all in baseball. I quit baseball, but I should have took the Yankees because that was obvious, right?
I mean, to start off the game yesterday, I thought they were just gonna choke and lose.
Yeah.
I put a parlay today for the game on that one. I put Yankees to win, Judge the homer, which he did. He had a solo shot in the first inning. And then I put Shohei 2 for 1.
Amazing.
So right now, Yankees are up 4-0, bottom of the 3rd. So I just need a Shohei homer, and hopefully I get another 100.
That'd be nice. We'll take that here at Parlay Minute. All right, let's bounce out of here and try your luck at who he played for.
Oh shit.
All right, we're back here for a little who he played for. Tyrone Tracy Jr. You know Tyrone Tracy. He scored.
Oh yeah. Giants. I mean, I was watching that game on
New York Football Giants. Yeah, so all these are guys who scored last week.
Man, I like him a lot too. It just sucks that he got hurt. I don't think he'll be out for that long, but
No, he'll be back. I like him too.
I feel like he was just like tired and winded and all that or whatever, and like the wrong hit just like got him, you know. Like,
what do you think? Fourth rounder next year?
Him?
Yeah.
Is that first?
Fourth round pick, third round pick.
Oh, definitely top 3. Hopefully. I mean, the way he's been balling, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes around that third round or higher.
Just the Giants suck. That's the thing. You know?
Yeah, they do, but hopefully they are able to get some things together out there. We'll see. I mean, they got nice pieces out there. If they can keep this one, they got Wendell Robinson, they got Neighbors. So
yeah, maybe they change the quarterback. I don't know. I think they need some linemen personally, but
linemen too. Yeah.
Yeah. How about Nelson Aguilar?
Oh shit.
Nelson Aguilar used to play. He played for a lot of teams. This guy is.
He used to play for Philly. I want to say Baltimore.
Yes, it is Baltimore. Well, he kind of took an L, right? with the recent trade.
Oh, yeah. I mean, but he hasn't been the greatest of a wideout either. But
no.
Yeah, that wide receiver room. I mean, I like Zay Flowers and I like Deontay Johnson out there. Nice one, too. I don't think Bateman's the 2.
No, Bateman's probably the 3 now. Well, I don't know. Deontay's probably going to play in the slot, so maybe Bateman stays. I don't know. But you're right, though. I mean, Baltimore, that's been their knock for years. It's like they don't have receiving core there. Nobody goes and plays receiver there, right?
I was telling one of my guys because he's a big Baltimore Ravens fan. I'm like, Lamar's got no reason at all this year anymore. He's got his running back. He's got his wideouts. He's got tight ends. He's got weapons out there.
And a defense.
Yeah, they got a pretty good defense still, too. Not the greatest, but still solid enough. But that offense, it's stacked. Like,
he should win it. I mean, they should be in the title game, right? Or at least the AFC Championship.
They should be in the Super Bowl.
I agree.
Not even the AFC Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I think
that's a good future.
I think it's winner bust out there for Lamar.
I love it. What about Adam Troutman?
Shit, he just got picked up.
He just got picked up. How good's your memory?
Broncos.
He does play for Denver. 3 for 3, Mikey. Congratulations. Congratulations. Way to take it down. These guys all scored a touchdown last week. Shout them out. All right. Let's jump into the predictions. All right. We're back here to predict the future. I'm on a 3-game win streak, buddy. I'm feeling hot. And I'm playing Nate, who's been on a bit of a downward turn. Projections say me. Don't ignore that Tyler Lockett Q. He's going to play. If he didn't play, probably McMillan. Jalen McMillan. He's rolling with Parker Washington. Nate.
You starting him? I like him. I like that. Yeah. Parker, Kokomat. I love his wide receivers. Jefferson and Neighbors. Those are great.
Just exception machine.
It wouldn't have mattered last week, but he was gonna start Mostert and then he benched them for Johnson, Ernest Johnson. I would have kept Mostert in there.
Yeah, it's hard with that backfield, right? You're like, how much does Achane take? He's 31, Mostert. I get it, but he's starting him this week on the road against Buffalo. I don't think it's cold out there yet, so I think he's fine. If it was a cold game, you can't really run those Miami Dolphins, like snow, ice. Look,
yeah, Kareem going on Monday night. I like that.
And Mahomes, and he's got nobody. So he's got to be up going in, right? What's got to be up? 30 to feel comfortable. 33, 34, right, Nate? I'm taking myself, Mikey, and I think it's 4 in a row for me.
I think that Minnesota's not going to do that great against Indy on Sunday night.
Yep.
I feel like Neighbors might go off this week. And I don't know, for some reason I have a feeling you should start Bo over off Mahomes.
That's crazy.
I mean, like I said, I think Baltimore's defense isn't that great right now. If they're missing their cornerback still again, because that was a big reason like why Jameson was going off that night. Actually, no. But then Tampa's defense sucks too.
They
Now
suck,
here goes
man.
Mahomes.
Monday night Mahomes, give it to me.
Monday Night Mahomes.
I'm gonna gamble on him too. Taking all his overs.
I'll go with you.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a good week for me. How about Piani, who's playing Danny? Danny's favored slightly. Hockenson in the lineup, like we predicted. He's back this week.
TJ back. I wouldn't start him right away though.
His other option is Noah Fant.
I would start Noah. I would start him. I wouldn't start him. And again, he's got to do something with his team on his bench.
I got to call him and tell him, hey, Chris Godwin's done for the year, buddy.
Godwin's done. Ogunbowale, like, what's he doing up there? Let's see. I would start.
Yeah.
I don't know. His defenses aren't. But yeah, I would start the Chiefs over Tampa.
I would start them, yeah. Special teams, I'm leaning Danny here, which is kind of crazy.
You know what? Speaking of special teams, my bad.
Yeah.
It was the Pittsburgh game, right? Because they were playing on Monday night.
Yep.
Yeah, and I had put their defense to score first, like $5 for 150, and they had that special team return for a touchdown, but that didn't count.
No.
That was bullshit. But they counted on
defense, in my opinion. But yeah, no.
Exactly. But they don't count it on FanDuel. I think they counted on like DraftKings or some other sites.
Yep. Yep.
I'm like, what the hell? Like, I was expecting to be up. I was like, yeah.
No, I know that. I know about that. FanDuel's like weak on a lot of things like that, but it's just so easy.
But yeah, Tyreek going up against Buffalo. Smith against Jacksonville. He's starting likely. Pat's on the bye. I'm gonna go Danny.
Yeah, same.
I'm going Danny just because I think Adams is gonna have a great week this week.
Exactly.
And
and Robinson. Touchdown. Yeah. Swift and Robinson.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Danny.
Yeah. And if Dobbs can outscore Ridley, he's definitely going to win this matchup because I don't know. And I imagine Moore gets better. I mean, we're going to see DJ. That offense the Bears got to look better this week. They got to look better. How about the champ? He's playing Joe. Both 4-4. This is where you're talking about some separation that might happen on the year.
Yeah.
Champ's is projected to win. Madison getting 12.
I like Madison.
Annie? I don't know if 12 is realistic. That's a high number. No Javante.
Well, Madison's 23 for the year. He had 9 against Kansas City last week, but before then, 15, 17, 10.
I think I like the running backs on the right a little bit more than the left. What about you?
I like Connor above all of those running backs. I think it's a nice little balance. Huh? Yeah. Chase is a monster though. Jamar Chase. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's better than Harrison. Just like projection. If I'm like, that's like, look, I like Ladd and Chase better than Harrison and Myers.
Yeah. That's funny. Their defenses are going against each other.
Oh, you love to see it.
Lions versus Packers.
That might be. Dave was shouting out money line for the Packers, but I don't know, man. I don't want to go against Detroit, especially with no love.
Yeah.
I like the Lions D.
Man, he's missing Kittle this week. Kittle would have been nice for the champ. And the 49ers D.
Schultz is great. I'm taking the champ.
I'm going to take the champ too.
Bench looks deep, champ.
Yeah.
Damn. Dave, 3-5, is playing the juggernaut, Rob, 6-2. And I can already see it in your eyes. You want Rob to take this L.
I do, but right now Rob's projected to win.
Big time. And I mean, looking at Rob's team, Tracy's going to play, right? Tracy's going to play.
I hope so. I mean, what's on the report right now?
Let's look.
It's listed as a non-participant.
Oh, no. That's not good.
No.
All right, so we got to look at this with some goggles on here. We're not going to see Tracy in that lineup. So who? And Najee's on bye. So it's Jaleel McLaughlin.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. It looks like Rob for me. CD needs to put up a 50 piece.
I mean, the way he did it last week, he might be able to.
Against Atlanta too?
Yeah, it's doable. It's Atlanta.
He's starting Rome down there.
I got to go with Rob.
Yeah, I'm taking Rob, man. I'm sorry. Sorry, Dave. Dave, 3-6. Could you see it? That's crazy. Dave might miss the playoffs.
That would be crazy.
I'm not ready to write off Dave. It's crazy. I wrote off Downs, only one game behind Dave, but I'm not ready to write off Dave. That's crazy. All right. Mike is playing Ryan. He's playing Mr. Downs here.
Oof.
This is a get-right game for Mike. He needs this. Tolbert getting 9.
Is he starting Ray Davis?
He's starting Ray Davis.
Oh,
he's got nobody else.
Mike. Yeah, okay. You wrote him off. Yeah, he's done.
Look,
sorry.
I mean, Ray Davis can get a touchdown, right? He can hawk a touchdown, get 6. That's about the best Ray Davis is going to do, right? You put that over under at 6 points, right? That's where
not
it's
happening because if it's not James Cook, it's going to be Josh Allen getting a touchdown.
That's how I feel. It's not
Josh Allen. It will be Ty Johnson.
I wrote him off. I'm taking Mike.
Yeah. Next one.
Your matchup, Primo.
Oof.
5-3 versus 3-5. Primo projected to beat you. Downs is okay, right? When we look at him.
Josh Downs.
Yeah, they got no news, of course. So I think he's gonna play, right?
He'll be playing, yeah.
I
just said it. I feel like Indy's gonna take down Minnesota. I didn't put that in the parlay, but I just have a feeling about it.
Yeah, I can see that too on Sunday night. Well, look, we'll get in the group meeting and probably post something for Sunday night and see if we can't get a little parlay going.
My one hope is that Cooper Cup goes off this week instead of Puka.
Right.
Because it was Puka who went off on Thursday night.
Yeah, he did. Which I really was shocked because he was still hurt, or he was on the injury report, and then he was fine.
I didn't know he was going to be coming out like that. And what's his face? Brian Robinson's going to eat against the Giants. Giants are just terrible.
Yeah, he might get a 15-pointer, 16-pointer.
But is he hurt right now, or what's going on? No, I think it'll be fine.
I think it's just maintenance on him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, look, if the NFL doesn't say anything, it's usually a good thing. I missed the probable with the P and the questionable and the doubtful.
Yeah.
Why are we getting rid of that? I don't. It's there on the sleeper. It does show doubtful and probable.
That's good. I like that. I don't think CJ's gonna have a good game this week.
No.
I don't know who's gonna be throwing the ball to, besides Dalton and maybe Tank.
I'm taking Daniels over CJ. I'm taking you.
Taking me?
Taking you. Kiss of death, maybe. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. When you take me, it doesn't sound too good, but I'm definitely taking myself too.
Yeah, I mean, Breece Hall on Thursday night. I mean, I think at 17 is realistic. He might put up 20.
Oh yeah, he should.
We're taking his overs, so.
And then,
yeah,
I like Daniels. I like McLaurin on going against the Giants. Yeah, because I got my Commanders. He has one Commander. I think my Commanders will outdo him.
Oh, without a doubt.
I think Mooney will go off against Dallas. Again, Dallas isn't that great.
You're deep too on your bench.
I like my bench a little bit. I mean, I got my my handcuff and Braylon Allen for Breece in case anything. Yeah. I've been holding on to Chandler just because I'm waiting for Aaron Jones to get hurt.
Every time, yeah, it'll come up probably closer to the playoffs. You'll need it, and then but that'll be your decision. It's like, am I starting one of these guys in the flex, like a Laporta or an Ingram, or am I starting Chandler? Because if he's out, right, if Jones is out, you probably got to roll with Chandler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I put $20 on Demario Douglas when I probably didn't even have to put anything on him a few weeks ago. Yeah. But I think that once Drake May comes back, because I know he's hurt right now, and hopefully they get their stuff together, I think Douglas would be good.
towards the end of the year, he's going to be a focal point for him. He's a blanket. He's an easy screen guy. Like he's going to get it's PPR. So like I like Damari Douglas too. Sad, my guy, Javon. What's his name? Javon Baker hasn't got any work.
Yeah.
Any work on the dynasty. I'm so sad. Our game of the week. Look, we got to feature these guys. They're Matt was leading his division for a minute. He's on a 3-game skid. He's playing Xavier, who just came off an L to me. One of these guys, I think, like, look, if you have real decisions, real belief that you're gonna win your division, this is a must-win matchup.
Yeah.
Right? Xavier or Matt. And looking at it, Matt is favored in a big way, right?
Yeah. I'm going Matt.
You're going Matt? Tony Pollard, Mara. Look, Xavier needs a receiver, man.
Yeah, he doesn't have any receivers.
He should have came to me for Nico. Obviously, he needs to win games now. But like, if Nico was healthy, or I don't know, there's somebody with the receivers out there. He needs to go make a move. Brooks is gonna play this week.
Is that what it says?
I think so. I think they projected him some points.
Oh.
But if you're him, you're definitely not full participant in practice. You're not starting him though the first week, right? No matter what, unless you're desperate, which he's not, obviously. I'm gonna take Xavier over Matt.
Oh, taking Xavier.
Taking Xavier. Caleb's gonna bounce back against Arizona, and then Derrick Henry and Saquon Barkley are gonna score the most points out of running backs on this week. I'm probably gonna take them to score a touchdown each. I'm gonna take them for any time.
Who? Derrick
Henry and Saquon.
Derrick. It wasn't letting me because I was trying to do the parlay thing, but I would have loved to have done Devontae Adams and Saquon Barkley for 2 TDs each.
Oh, that probably pays out a lot.
Oh yeah, but it didn't list any lines for that Philly game.
Yeah, not yet. You gotta wait.
Yeah.
Hopefully by Thursday. If not, you just got to find another. I mean, Derrick Henry for 2 is probably not a bad decision, but it's not that much money when you bet Derrick Henry to score a touchdown.
No, but I still do like Saquon for 2 TDs though. I think that Hurts has been getting a lot of goal line work. I feel like it's time for Barkley to get his.
Yeah, remember he handed the ball to Barkley to Spike. Like he knows. He's like, look, Barkley needs to eat. It's funny. It's real funny. And I got Jalen Hurts in the dynasty. So, but all right, let's bounce out of here and close out on the Sandusky Hotline. All right, we're back here for the hotline. Mikey, we kind of talked about it a little bit here, but 5th overall in the draft, Brees was a no-brainer for you?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I thought he might have gone a little bit higher, to be honest. I thought that...
I can go over the names that went before him. I have it right here.
I thought Dave was going to take him.
So it went Downs, Dave, Danny, Tony, the champ before you. 4 picks, right? McCaffrey 1, automatic. And then CD to Dave, which I wasn't shocked. But then Danny Bijan over Brees, I was a little shook by that.
I could have seen Bijan up there. I like Bijan too.
Algier eats, man.
If I had the first pick, I would not have taken McCaffrey. And that's not even me just saying that because he did get hurt right now. I was eyeing Brees the whole time.
So Brees was your number 1 running back on the year.
Brees would have been my number 1. And if not Brees, it would have been Robinson. I would have taken Bijan.
You were taking either one of those running backs 1, or 2. You were 2. I hear you.
Yeah,
and then how about Tyreek Hill, though, for the champ, 4? Obviously with a 2-way injury, but Tyreek is a guy who can – that's just your preference, right? You want a receiver or a running back. I put him up there with the Brees Hall, the Bijan, the McCaffreys.
Yeah. I mean, I think you mentioned it like the first show or the second or whatever.
Yeah.
About how, like, when I joined the league, I, like, shook it up or whatever.
You did.
Taking tight ends or wide receivers or whatever, and now it's changed or adapted, and boop, I go the other way. All right, you guys are taking the wideouts? I'll take the running backs then.
You say give him to me. I'm happy with him. Yeah, no, that was a real thing. When you joined the league, we looked at where you drafted, and I was like, hold up here. You don't need running back? Well, this guy doesn't ever take RB2. And then you pick up somebody, and it's like, It's just incredible, and I think it's a beautiful strat, and I think that's why you went to the championship your first 2 years. But, anyways, so you're only a game out, right, in the division, Mikey. Your next 5 matchups, starting with the one we already saw, Primo, then you play Big Mike, then you play Dave, then you play the champ, and you finish. This sucks to finish with this, but Xavier. So those are your 5 next. Yeah, I know that's a goal.
Wait, I didn't need to know that right now.
I know. I hate to put that on.
Why are you telling me this right now?
Because I think the division is a real. You have a real shot at the division here with your team, but I just
I'm playing the playoffs before I get into the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying. It's a murder's row to get there, right? Now look,
crazy.
maybe Dave takes a couple L's and his team doesn't look so good, and you're just hoping to play against CD. But like, there's a world here. I mean, are you hoping to win 3 out of these 5? Like is that where you were at? Like, we're so good.
I mean, I wasn't thinking about it like that. I didn't take the full picture approach, but I'm just thinking about going week by week and see how everything goes with the league. But I think 3 out of 5 would be nice to take.
You want me to tell you? Well, if it'll let me click on his name, I'll tell you. You want to hear your Rob's last 5? Make you feel better?
Why not? The 5 is not going to be as hard as mine. But he got probably Hannigan down.
He plays the champ, week 10. Then he plays Piani, who's coming back. Maybe McCaffrey's back for that game.
That might be a little bit tough.
Week 12, Xavier.
Ooh, okay.
Week 13, he plays Primo. He plays Hannigan. That's probably
he's not playing down, so I guess that's plus.
Yeah, that's plus. We already wrote them all. 4-8. So he doesn't have an easy last 5 either. So, and then I know you're up, right? But who's the next guy in the division? I mean, are we talking? I'm completely out of it here at 4-4. I think I'm right there with you guys.
Well, like I said, I mean, I think these next 2 weeks will be a little make or break, but yeah, I mean, you guys are like 4-4 right there, nipping at the butt right behind. So got no breathing room, Got no margin for error.
No margin.
Although, I did look at it today. I was like, all right, let's say if I did lose and people win, like, I'm kind of still up in points a little bit.
Yeah, Matt's the one that's scary with 1,000, right?
Yeah, Matt would be the one who would jump up in front of me. But yeah, it's gonna be tough. I mean, competitive 14-man league. I love doing it with you guys. That's why it's worth it.
It's so worth it. It's so much fun.
I don't think I told any of you guys this. That wow, my bad. I'm watching the Boston game. They're coming.
No, I hear you.
They were down by like 10 with 2 minutes left. 3 minutes. They went a 9-0 run in the last 1 minute and 37 seconds. So now they're down by 3.
They're a championship team, right? I just feel like the regular season they just turn it on at points. Did Pritchard hit it like I don't know if you've been watching, like they did a third quarter like.
Oh yeah, he just be throwing it. Yeah.
Dude, he'd be hitting these last second threes, and I'm like, that's all he does. That's what they make him train for that. It's so silly.
Perfect. But well, yeah. I thought some of the guys from other league, but like because this is like the main one I focused on.
Yeah.
When I was playing Nate in the playoffs last year, I think it was the playoffs, right? Yeah. Because it was that Thursday night game when I picked up the Raiders D, and I picked up Zamir White, and I had like a good head start. I was like, I got this. This is gonna be good. And I knew Nate had like a good team too. Yeah. But I thought I'd put myself up there because they gave me 50 between those two.
It feels good on Thursday night.
For a defense and a running back who shouldn't have even been starting to give me 50 points, I was like, this is good. I got this. And then he just went off crazy on Sunday. I was like, fuck. That hurt. I put the groupie on mute. I'm like, I don't
You're like, I'm out. I don't want to see anything.
I don't care who wins, whatever. Like, I'm done. That sucks.
No, and that's how it goes sometimes. I mean, how do you think I feel? I got to come on here and still do these videos when I'm eliminated. It's rough. I don't think I made the playoffs last year, so like, I don't think I know I didn't make the playoffs last year. It was rough. It was rough, man. How awesome was the Rams game? So you've been to a Bears game this year. I'm a little jealous. How awesome was that? You guys look like you had a great time.
It was fun. It was fun too because that was our first time tailgating also.
Yeah.
Turnout wasn't. We thought more people were gonna come because it was one of my guys' birthday for the Rams game.
Yep.
And he was saying he was gonna have people come, this and that. But it was fine. I mean, we wanted to take care of people whoever came and handing out food. You know how it's been at the tailgate.
I love
great environment.
If you're going, you gotta tailgate. It's there's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. And it sucks because there's no other sports team I root for that I'll go to where I can do that, right? If I go to a Bulls, which I don't want to go to a Bulls game, I don't want to give Reinsdorf any money.
Oh no.
Almost. But if I go to a Bulls game, I don't really tailgate because I park on Ogden because it's free and I walk over, right?
Are you allowed to tailgate at the United Center?
I don't even know if you can do that in their parking lot out in front. I doubt it. I don't think so.
I doubt it.
And then the Cubbies, there's absolutely no tailgating.
Yeah, I mean, there's Wrigley Field. You can just tailgate there.
Yeah, you go to a bar next to it, and you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it is. But
yeah, I mean, the game was fun. It was nice seeing the Bears win. Nice seeing Caleb and DJ go off that game. Swift went off. What happened to it was nice seeing because, like I said, my guy was a Rams fan, so I'm just like, all right,
I know, you throw in his face. I remember seeing the snaps and stuff. I was dying laughing.
And y'all didn't know about this, so damn. Tie game, 13 seconds left. But we left the game and everybody's happy, Bears won.
Yep.
Good feeling, good vibe. We get back to the car and we were gonna chill because just so that traffic die out.
Yep.
And
smart.
Drinking, and then some guys are just throwing the football out there. Don't even know, whatever. But I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna go out there, kill some time, play with them. I'm playing defense, and I'm running back, and I slip. And my left arm, I use that to brace my fall, and I end up tearing my UCL. You can't really tell right now, but
oh my god!
I tore my UCL. I'll throw some photos in the group me maybe later after the.
How did you find it? So obviously you got up, something was wrong, and then would you go to the ER? Urgent care?
No, I stayed out Sunday just to keep on drinking stuff because the Bears won. So the Bears won. It was my guy's birthday. I'm like, all right, we're just chilling, whatever. But right when I felt that, I was like, damn, I fucked something up.
Damn.
And then Cindy and then my other guys are like, oh, you're fine. You're just complaining, whatever. 2 hours later, the thing just ballooned up.
Yeah.
And
no,
then,
you know your body. You know your body pretty well.
Yeah.
You've had major injuries to your knee. I would trust you to know if I had some pain, I'd be like, Mikey, what do you think it's like?
I was just hoping it was a sprain or something.
Yeah,
I didn't know it was gonna be a tear. So yeah, I went to urgent care the day after. They told me bones were good, and then I got my MRI done a week after because I had to wait. And then I had to wait for the results a week after that, and then they finally told me, yeah, you tore your UCL, but good thing you're not a lefty. You're not throwing anything. You don't need surgery. So I was like, cool.
Yeah, healed on its own. That's great. Yeah, we're still pretty young, right?
Yeah, but it just sucks.
That's rough, man. Yeah, I'm happy there was no injuries for the the football game we had at the house for the draft. That was great. But well, last question for you. Thoughts on the Bears rest of the season? I know it's a pretty low point on what we saw, but we got Arizona this week, and then in 2 weeks we're back to the divisional matchups where it's like, do you think we can look? I don't think maybe Minnesota, and that's me being optimistic. We can sweep, but I don't think we're sweeping Green Bay or.
No, the best we could hope for is probably split between Green Bay and Detroit.
Yeah. So
if we go 1-3 between those two teams, then that's not good. And 0-4 is definitely you're done. So I think
we saw enough out of Caleb this year, right? You're a believer.
I think between those three teams, if we go 3-3, that would be great. 4-2 would be awesome. But 2-4 or 1-5,
yeah,
it's not cutting it. I think this will be gone.
We really needed that Washington win, didn't we?
Yeah, and we had it right there. But then again, also I felt like we didn't deserve that one either because
we had a bad. But yeah, the defense bent, but it didn't break, right?
Well, they had that one touchdown that was called back against the Commanders, It might have been 2, but I know it was 1 for sure. Yeah, they had like a lot of calls on the Commanders where they could have broke us, but luck was on our side for like a little bit, and then that Hail Mary went to the other side.
Yeah. Look, it's Arizona this week, then it's New England the week after, right? I think that's our first 3 here.
This is gonna be a tough one this week, but definitely New England should be cakewalk.
These are must. I think they got to win both these games to even have a chance at a wild card.
Yeah, they do for sure.
So, look, guys, we love the Bears. Happy to see it, but I think Fluke's got to go.
Yeah. If they don't make the playoffs and they don't make it work, then yeah.
Yeah. So redo the staff. If it's Ben Johnson, because that's a win, I'll lose my mind. Lose my mind if it's Ben Johnson. Like offensively, what we'll be able to accomplish. I just hope they can sign somebody defensive. What if I don't know if Flores would come here, but from Minnesota,
he
wants a head coach.
He's head coaching out there in Minnesota. I don't think he wants to do any more defensive coordinators.
Yeah, his next stop is probably head coaching. So, well, yeah, man. Week 9, I think we're both happy with our teams. We're up, right? We're on the up and up. I'm just hoping we close the year out, and I mean I'm hoping you're hoping division.
You're hoping for division too.
I'm hoping. I mean, you have a better shot, obviously, up a game and more points than me. I'll take a division, but I'll be happy to get that wild card in week 14. I haven't seen that.
That's the one thing at least I would want to buy.
I got
Daniels on week 14 buy.
Yeah. Dude, that's so stupid the NFL did it. Like, last week there was no buys. Why are we putting all the teams in week 14 for a buy? I don't.
That's crazy.
It's like they don't care about fantasy at all. It's nuts. Who took down? Did Boston win?
No, it's an overtime right now, so it's 124-127 Indy.
I'm gonna have to turn that on.
Yeah, you should probably turn it on for the last few minutes.
That's exciting. But all right, well, any words here before we close it out?
Let's go Bears.
Please, Arizona. Let's go Bears. I'm with you. And good luck to all the GMs out there. That'll wrap up here for week 9.
Everybody except Rob.
Except for Rob and Primo.
You. Let's go.
Everybody in my division.
Everybody in my division. Let's go.
All right. Shout it out.